when you are manifesting your desire, this is what's going to start to happen. I'm going to share with you in this video how to avoid this trap that many people unfortunately get swayed into, how to avoid this trap, and how to really ignore all the challenges, still see them, but connect back to what you really want to create. Let's talk about that in this video. So if you're new to this channel, what I want you to do is I want you to hit that subscribe button. I want you to hit that notification bell because I do actually post a new video every single day. Also, if you want to work with me one-on-one personally, hit the link that's in the description box of this video to apply for a free consultation. Now, this is what you really need to watch out for, is that right when you're about to carry on and move forward to the next level of your life, you're gonna experience old patterns, old realities, and old energy almost seemingly like kind of testing you. Like it's testing you, like, are you really ready to say goodbye to these old patterns? Like, this is so common, is that once you set an intention, and sometimes we can forget the intentions that we set, right? It's like, oh, I'm gonna go in this direction, this is what I want, here's what I want, I surrender myself to this vision. And then like all this like old baggage starts to come up, and then we start getting confused, and then we start worrying, and then we start being indecisive. And I just wanted to record this video to remind you not to believe in the old way. Like when you're manifesting a new way, the old way will probably come up almost like an insurance. It's like, are you really ready to go to this new level? Because there's no right or wrong. It's like you can go back to the old reality, but do you want that? Is that what your heart wants? Or are you ready to move on to the next level of your life and see that it's just an old pattern coming up to the surface? It's not you. It's not in alignment with your values. It's not in alignment with who you want to be. So remember that all these old opportunities are gonna come up when you're actually going towards what you want. And it's gonna look really similar a lot of the times to something that you used to do. Maybe you're like attracting a person and it's like something that you've already done before in the past. It's like, well, do I want to like repeat the same thing again? Like I've already like been through, like, do I want to go through this again? And you have to be like, no, I don't want to go through this again, because you've already been through it, right? There's wisdom. What is wisdom? Wisdom is seeing that something has not worked before and you're tired of creating that result. So what do? You decide to go towards a vision. Now, what often people overlook is that when you decide to go in a new vision, you really think that the old belief systems are not going to come up and like test you, maybe through a person, maybe through like a family member, maybe somebody that you used to be, will manifest in challenges and situations. Because think about it, like what if you just had a thought and it manifested instantly? That'd be a little bit overwhelming. Universe has granted you the power to have a little bit of a delay, and you have all these infinite opportunities and all these infinite possibilities, but you're gonna have to gain a little bit of momentum by thinking thoughts in that direction. It's gonna take a little bit of time, right? But it's not necessarily gonna like require like time, but we'll save that for another video. So it's gonna require like time, right? And you can go in alignment with what it is that you really want, but you don't have to be going back to any old reality that doesn't feel good to you. In fact, it's just testing you to see, like, are you really ready to go towards what you really want? Now, the second thing that I want to share with you is to be firm on your intention. Be firm on your intention. Like if you know where you're going and something comes up that seems a little bit enticing and compelling, and saying, should I be open-minded with this? No, don't be open-minded. Be a little bit closed-minded. Remember your vision. Remember your why. There's nothing wrong with necessarily being closed-minded, because if you're opening your mind at the expense of your own energy and how you really want to be in your reality, you're being too open-minded. You need to have a little bit more boundaries. You need to have a little bit more of a barrier from the world to say, no, that's not what I want. I've already done that, actually, thank you, but I want to go in this direction instead. That's exciting to me. That seems like it's going to help me to feel new emotions and new connections and new, neural pathways in my brain or whatever will like rewire, and it'll feel exciting, and it's not going to feel like the same patterns that you've already been through, right? We want to avoid going through the same patterns that we've already been through. We're trying to avoid going through the same patterns that we've already been through because we've already been through that. So be firm on your intention. Now, the third thing that I want to share with you in this video is to don't let your emotions and fear stop you from going towards your highest vision. Because like patterns, I always talk about this, but like, you know, it's one thing to know, so like, oh yeah, Francis, I know that, like I've already heard that before. No, it's another thing to be in your experience, notice an old pattern of the past, and to decide to move forward with your vision anyway. That's a serious level of self-honesty that you need to have in terms of you decided you want to go somewhere. Are you gonna like if I see somebody that says they want to go somewhere, I'm gonna hold them up to that. I mean, I'm not gonna control them, but I'll be like, hey, didn't you like say that you wanted to go in that direction? Because there's gonna be resistance in that person's body. Because what is resistance? Resistance, in a way, in my experience, is nothing more than misaligned energy. It's confused energy to go, I don't know where I'm going. So it's like, no, we want to avoid all this, like, I don't know where I'm going energy, and let me just ask everybody up. No, don't ask anybody out there. You can have support systems, obviously, don't get me wrong. But if you ask for help, which we'll save that for another video, you got to be coming from a place of knowing where you're going. Sometimes you don't want to ask for help. Sometimes you want to say, I don't need any help, I know where I'm going, and be firm on the vision. And if you see a pattern trying to sway you from your heart's desire, you got to be firm on that. You got to trust yourself. At some point, you have to take responsibility of where you're going and just be like owning that reality fully. And in my experience, once you own this, that is when you're going to shift to the next reality. That's when you're going to click and just like shift, like all these old patterns. They'll come up, you'll feel it, and then you'll move past it. You'll move forward from it. You'll move forward literally from the old way. And that is in a way healing, but we'll save that for the video too. Like you're healing the old patterns, you're healing the past by choosing to move forward anyways. That's like forgiveness, right? It's like, oh, I'm forgiving the situation. I'm not gonna get attached to it. I've already experienced this. I don't wanna go into some resistance patterns that is clearly telling me that I don't wanna, like your body is telling you that you've already been through this. So simply decide that it's not where you wanna go and move towards your vision anyways. And with that, I conclude this video.